we are back. Of course it did. Ay, ay, ay.
I understand that progressing through this mystery labyrinth will allow us to obtain the truth. But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We'd be lost, wandering around here forever.
Okay, I'm back.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter
At least you
how
got
much
someone
time
else
we
to-
spend here.
These our protagonists have someone else to experience all this nonsense with, aside from the demon.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, but there's a time limit for solving the mystery labyrinth.
Oh, what?
There's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind. Your soul will wander until it's
Like the
eventually
dots?
absorbed by the mystery labyrinth. And you vanish entirely.
What?
In other words, you die.
In other words, you die.
Why are you laughing? You should have told me this a long time ago!
Now relax, quit whining. A detective is bound to die anyway.
You gotta work at your best in my manner.
Isn't that right, Hallara?
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is always on the line.
See? Listen up, Master. You might learn something.
You're taking this awfully well, Hallara.
Just notice that their facial expressions do change while even while in visual novel.
Like on their models or something?
Yeah, like in the bottom left, as well as on their actual faces.
Okay.
So,
How the dumb did you manage to see that?
I mean, you just
Fly me on the models.
yeah. I'm controlling it while I'm walking there. Oh, this is different.
What's this?
Okay, this is different from the usual, because that hallway was the same
Yeah,
as before.
I'm
but
with
this
you, Yuma. What's this?
is
They seem to
different.
represent the 4 crime scenes.
Ah,
I assume that solving all 4 will allow us to progress.
let's see.
Oh, I see.
Makes sense.
You see? Master, this is your job. So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it was the first one you investigated?
If the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th locked room mystery.
Right.
First off,
Let's solve this thing!
Okay. Well, I'll just ignore that. But I assume they're gonna like railroad me into that just because the 4th one will probably make more sense. Will make a lot more sense than the other one.
The clock tower crime scene is the 4th locked room. Did you forget already? Ha! Maybe you'll have a better memory than a goldfish in the next life.
But they actually have pretty good memories, actually. Did you guys just say the
The
same
clock
thing?
tower crime scene is the
Okay,
4th
yeah.
lock.
Okay, yeah.
Apparently.
Okay. Unless it's
Time to
a
tackle them in
rule of
reverse
three.
order.
going to the 4th locked room?
Oh, that is creepy.
That's unsettling.
I
Lovely.
don't do
Yeah.
got for the 4th left room.
It's just like in every horror film where the dolls just slowly turn their heads to face you.
If the doll starts talking, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah. Okay, so here we are at the 4th clock, at the 4th one.
This is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene. Shinigami, you didn't recreate it with your powers, did you?
No, I can only do that when I hit you so hard in the head you almost die.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
It looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
The fourth locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the Nailman killings.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
Oh yeah, and Halara does not remember anything about this case since they're saying because the labyrinth is trying to make sure the one person that knows everything is won't be a hindrance.
The crime was a locked room murder inside the storage room of a clock tower.
And so that we the players get to figure it out ourselves, and not because apparently they already knew, but they insisted on Yuma being the one to tell it.
In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse
He took
covered
the
in
job.
countless nails.
Classic.
Yeah.
Which means
Classic mentor
that's
shtick,
the
honestly.
corpse.
I already have the answer, but you do it.
Yeah, I mean
I want you to figure it out.
and we are the trainees here.
Yeah, there were also lots of dolls nailed to the walls.
Yeah, a lot
It
of
looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes left behind by that Nailman guy from the urban legend.
Hence the Nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well.
Right.
I see. So the shutters were locked too.
This is the third floor of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
So it really is a locked room mystery.
So I think I already have a few ideas
Hey,
based on
if this is a locked room,
later clues.
aren't we stuck in here too?
Aren't you tell me?
Oh no! Master! You're trapped unless you solve this mystery! Otherwise, you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out! You better hurry!
Hey! Well, all right. Question time. Okay, where did the culprit flee from?
I see. So that's how to make the questions appear.
Yeah, but it is really painful.
I'm surprised you're so calm after
I would
seeing that.
imagine it would be. It looks like it would hurt.
Also interesting that the blood is red in here, but outside the blood is purple. Like in the real world, there's it's pink. Wait, what? Oh,
What?
I was
There's
supposed to.
nothing on the ceiling.
Okay.
Right. Then I guess the
There's nothing
ceiling
on the
had nothing to
ceiling.
do with it.
The ceiling is just open sky.
Yep.
I mean,
Here!
yeah, it has to be the window, even though it's too high to jump
It
from.
has to be here! The culprit must have escaped through the window.
Right.
And your reasoning?
When I arrived at the scene, the window shutters were closed.
Right.
It was wet underneath the window, but I could tell it was already starting to dry.
Yeah.
Which means the window was open not too long ago.
Correct.
It's likely the culprit escaped through the window and closed the shutters on the way out.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
It is.
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height, its momentum pulls it down. And once down, it locks all on its own. In other words,
convenient.
the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside. Once they let go, it automatically
Big
locked.
convenience.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way!
Right, let's try it.
There's an obstacle.
The Nailman killings have already been solved.
Is he that peacekeeper?
It's a mystery, Phantom! The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested like that here to stop us!
Yep.
You think the culprit really escaped from
Mystery
here,
Phantom.
this high up?
Oh boy, boss. Time for a fight.
If you fall, you
Ooh, that's
die.
a
Why don't you give it a try?
Help!
What? Yay!
Failed.
Whoop! Up and
Game's over.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't drag me down with you.
that chain really.
Leave the guests behind, Halara! It would be downright unmannerly!
Oh. Well, very short game.
So simple!
Oh, game with continuous
Oh boy,
attacks.
more mini time.
Oh, there's already more tutorials. When you have the correct answer,
This might be a little tough for you, Master.
careful you take damage to avoid assailing. They'll avoid all assailing assaults. Okay.
Interesting.
I'm sure I'll figure it out better by actually doing.
Yuma, the Mystery Labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery. So solving it will get us out of this, right?
I think so.
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and down.
The ladder. The rope
tool?
ladder.
You should have found something during the
tool?
investigation. I was helping you, after all.
Yes,
You must have seen the answer with your own eyes. Try to remember.
it was the rope ladder. There are two things that...
Master, concentrate!
Okay. Escape from a high location. Like, yeah.
This must be it.
Yeah.
That's it. We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church.
Yep.
The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window.
Right. Or traces to using the rope leave behind. There's a thing. It wasn't the wet floor. It wasn't the shutter structure. Marked under the... It was the marks.
The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks on it.
Right.
The culprit must have tied the rope there. That's why those nails have been hammered in below the window.
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window. Unless you've had special training for it.
But it was...
There's no way an amateur could manage it. That can't be how things went down.
But...
In that case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
What's that? I can't hear you!
Right there, perfect.
Don't worry, I'm right here with you. In spirit, anyway.
Well, back up we go! And yeah, there it is.
Ow! We're alive, I think.
Yuma, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks.
1 minute.
You
you're
saved me, Halara.
Back in the room.
Correct. It's all thanks to
Yep.
me. Money well spent, no?
Of course you remember that.
Well, it was a lot of money.
You couldn't forget the money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all day? Let's get out of this locked room!
Right.
So this is the rope ladder in question. It
Where-
certainly
where
would
would you
help you
rather us,
escape.
Look.
Hmm. But yeah.
The details of the case are still unclear to me. Was this found in the church's incinerator?
Well, specifically... Okay, so, yeah. Like, we already had the shutter structure, and yeah, there were 2 scratches. Like, there were things under... There were scratches or... Like, yeah, scuff marks on them, which had traces of the thing. There was a, like... Yeah, there... You could only unlock the door from the inside because it was filled in. There was strangulation. Footprints right behind the clock tower, so that hadn't been filled in by the rain. So we know that someone was there. And and the accused was has a fear of heights, and yeah, and the burnt rope remains. Like the church official actually drew what the rope looked like when it was being burnt. So that's how we figured out. figure that out. And yeah.
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense now.
I mean, I like it stuck out to me right
The
away.
rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together.
Right.
And that's how they made a rope ladder.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers on it.
Yeah.
A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color. And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall.
Yeah.
Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
I don't think they did. Pretty sure they had to have come in from the entrance.
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended.
Or
By the time they reached
too.
the bottom,
they could then pull it.
it would have been one long single
Yeah.
rope, which they could easily pull down.
Right.
Yeah.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically,
Right.
completing the...
Yep, that's a stellar deduction. Major props.
Yep.
To me for training you.
Oh, he's back.
Of course.
Oh
The
no.
culprit used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower. What of it? That doesn't change our verdict at all. The watchmaker is the culprit.
Master, boom, kill the mystery phantom blocking your path.
Alrighty.
Yeah!
Alright.
Time for the fight.
Time for
Now
the
we
boss
have-
fight.
And we have two other tools that we like that would be used for that. Although he's probably gonna disprove the fear of heights right away.
Yeah.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is.
Oh, I can't
The
jump.
watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene.
Oh, frick.
And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room and escaped via the rope ladder.
Oh wait, the rope ladder.
For now,
Okay, like it would make him the prime suspect, but it really seems unlikely. Yeah. Okay.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the
Crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene.
Oh, frick.
And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room and escaped via the rope ladder.
this is the truth!
Allow me to cut through those.
Exactly. Pretty much.
That's
It-
first thing I thought of.
The
They-
watchmaker is
it's
afraid of
very
heights.
clear. Yeah.
Yep.
Fear of heights.
He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up.
From the outside, even.
So it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man.
That would.
And it's also raining, so it would be very slippery too.
Oh yeah.
Because it's always raining outside.
You said these mystery
That is-
phantoms try to cover up the case, right?
Yeah.
Which means the Peacekeeper Seth
what about
is
the
trying to
explanation
do
for that
just
then?
that.
Yep.
I don't know why, but it's clear the Peacekeepers are involved with this case.
Once again, the Peacekeepers are involved in covering this up.
Perhaps it is
another
connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Hopefully.
All the more reason to seize the truth. Let's go.
Right.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
They are.
Yeah, really. Alright, so... Next up.
By the way, Yuma, about your sword. Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
The solution blade works against anything in the Mystery Labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
Noted.
You could have told me that sooner.
Yeah.
Can I use that sword?
Here.
Oh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly.
I mean, I could have tried.
You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Helara. So, nope, you can't use the solution blade.
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened.
Yeah.
Let's return to the case. Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
Well, it's one. I mean, it had to be one. I mean, it's. Well, you sure seem to think it was one of the church. One of the 4 people at the church. Hey, Miracle.
I do.
Yeah.
Halara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit. I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
Right. And there was also that worshiper, but he's not a clergy member. But he probably could have gotten in there too.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church. Prompt and logical. I am quite impressive.
And humble.
Wait, you tooting your own horn?
Wait, you except you did exactly that! Jeez.
All the stick of time.
I can never really argue with her.
Yeah,
I
you
see.
can.
Wow!
Yeah, it is. It's logical. It's just freaking crazy.
No.
Well,
Yeah, it sounds like these games.
All right.
hey, a treasure chest. Can I open it?
Well, you just did.
Check it out! A new solution key!
Oh. The key. Oh yeah, persons with access to incinerator. That would definitely be helpful. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, the,
Back to the trees.
We're back to the original spot.
and it's
So
on
we
fire.
cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the culprit, which supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the Mystery Labyrinth operates.
Right.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Yeah, really.
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't ya?
No, I'm not.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's move on.
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next?
All
You
right.
can choose whichever you want, so why not start with the one you're most confident with?
right.
Let's see.
Well, I have a. Like, okay. So, looking at the solution keys. So first we got the clock tower. Then the first one chronologically was the secret club. There's a door key. Like the single door to the club was inside in a glass, like in a wine glass. There was a vent, which was like 40 by 30 centimeters, just wide enough for a slender adult to pass through. Apparently.
Oh, lovely.
And like bent nails at the like beneath the vent at the secret club. It's uncertain if they were hammered hurriedly or if there's a different reason. So yeah, they so I guess they were able to escape through the vent. So I already have a feeling about that. The mansion is another thing. Like probably take a little bit more brain juice. And the art gallery is also pretty crazy. So, like, I'm gonna start with the secret club.
The first locked room happened 6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki District. An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Are you going to the first locked room?
Yep. Yes, Missy. So I'm sure it's actually possible to solve all of them in any order. It's just like
Probably.
But
Probably required to go through the fourth door first.
I mean, yeah, I mean, they railroaded you.
Trapped inside a locked room again?
Yep.
But if the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place.
You're repeating yourself.
Trapped in a cramped room with these two.
Oh.
Sounds kind of fun, actually.
Okay.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah, okay.
Right. All right. Okay. Not again.
There we go.
This is where I used Hilara's Forte with my coalescence for the first time.
Right.
Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were obviously different.
I mean, it's in our brain, or it's in my brain, but still.
Those are most suspicious.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are the... Well, the door... Like, they had to lock the... Had to leave the key in here, so it couldn't have been a door. It was the body!
That has nothing to do with the corpse or escape route.
I was wondering if there was a path behind it, but I guess not.
Okay. I doubt there's gonna be any, like, I don't, like, I mean, it's one of those things where I want to see if there's any funny dialogue or any, but it's also, but yeah, it's the vent. Even though I still think it's really, really small. It still looks really tiny.
Yeah, that's...
You believe the culprit escaped?
He had to be
Through the vent?
sus.
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the four corners of the vent cover were removed.
Yeah, like when the scene of the crime was first found, was first discovered by a third party, the screws were removed.
Which means the culprit
Hilara's
must have escaped from there.
forte. It's just being able to see the crime scene when a third party first sees it. So either the victim or the... Like, oh, he fits in pretty nicely.
Oh no, he's
How
back.
ludicrous.
Yeah.
You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
Master, poke it
You
full
just
of
need to kick
holes
him to
until
the
he's a
curb.
makeshift golf course.
What?
What does that mean?
What does that even mean?
What?
Yeah, poke him full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course. You know, a normal thing.
Oh. Huh.
Alright, we're back at the cage match, or the reasoning death match. Let's go. Dorky and Nails meet that. Like, I'm pretty sure it has to be the Nails meet that.
How ludicrous. They used the vent.
Yes.
That's utterly impossible.
Because they have to be sus.
Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it.
Slash through this mystery! Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
Alright. There we go.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yep.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent.
Correct.
Did you find that out using my postcognition?
Yeah. Without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
So yeah, definitely worth the 500 million, whatever.
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
Well, your forte was really needed.
Sorry.
But yes, you're right.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's head out. I'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you deduced.
Right, let's hurry.
Whoa! That trippy.
Alrighty then.
Don't even get to see how he fits in there.
Yeah.
The Mystery Labyrinth. Such a bizarre place. I must ask, is there no way to escape besides solving the mysteries?
Okay, I really want to know. Okay, 30 through by 40. Okay, 30 by 40 square. Okay, first, I really want to know, like 30 by 40, that's 120, or that's 1200, and 1200 square centimeters, like, to square feet. That's one, like, that's 1.29, like, square feet an area.
1.9 square. That's a little bigger than a floor. That's a little bigger than a floorboard.
Okay, adult, like
Like a floor
the
tile.
size of an adult skull,
Huh.
size, like 55 centimeters. So, yeah, that, you know what, that is actually very, okay, and, shoulder width. Adult shoulder width, measure.
Math is happening.
It, 16 inches, 41 centimeters for men, and 36 centimeters for women for the average. So, okay, it's pretty big, but still, it
You
looks
mean
pretty
like
small.
an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I
this up
don't
again?
think that exists.
Because I really wanted to know how big that vent was, because it really looks so tiny. It looked really tiny, like too tiny for me.
It's not even half
Emergency
of the,
exit,
it's not
huh?
even half of the picture frame.
Well, there is
Yeah.
one, kinda.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from.
And the other one kinda. We'll just go back to the best you can.
Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
And that is?
My soul?
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help
Probably.
anyway. So, never mind. Just concentrate on solving the mystery.
This Death God, I swear.
Got it.
Yeah.
This
Read the fine print.
The things that go through her brain are immaculate.
The machinations of her mind are an enigma.
Alright.
I was somewhat thinking
That's...
Alright, what's in the box?
There it is! Another treasure!
Congratulations.
So,
Congratulations, you found the boss
who's
key.
gonna open the treasure chest this time? How about, whoever looks like they'd win a character popularity poll?
Polara then?
Oh, That's me.
Okay, sure. You might.
All right, another solution key.
I want to look that up actually, but I also don't in case of spoilers.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
What?
The character popularity poll.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
kind of
okay.
what I figured you were thinking about. But that has the potential for some spoiler characters in there.
I mean, most people. Well, in a Reddit post, more people thought Halara was more of the big favorite,
Ah. I can see it.
but okay, it doesn't look like it. Anyway, whatever. Then first.
Looks like another clue leading us toward the culprit.
Someone pen.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble. And given the size of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
Right.
So the culprit must be thin. We're narrowing down the possibilities quite nicely.
Yeah.
Keep it up, Master. This is all thanks to my training.
Yeah, sure. And we set the
Oh my God.
and we set the tree on fire again.
Fire.
All right,
Oh, no.
let's keep going and solve the remaining locked rooms.
All right, well, I guess let's go.
Hey,
Okay, here. Right, locked
The
room.
second locked room mystery occurred 3 months ago in that mansion.
Right.
The corpse was inside the study, and the room's key was found underneath the corpse.
Right.
If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to the second locked room?
Yes, I'm going to the second locked room. Alright. Alrighty then. So, from there. Yeah.
there are dolls nailed across the room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner. And the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other Nailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room, or we're not leaving.
I'll try.
Not again!
Why is this?
The door was locked when the corpse was found,
At some
and
point,
the
I'll
only
probably
key
enough to it.
was underneath the body.
As long as he's still freaked out, it's still freaking me out.
There are no windows that could have been used to escape, and the vent is too small to fit through.
Yeah.
So how did the culprit escape from here?
Well, the door. Now this one is a bit, like, stumps me a bit more. Because we didn't find any alternate exit, but really the only way I could think about is just
Here!
is the door. So yeah, they had to leave through
This
the door.
has to be the spot!
But so the question is, how did they
To
leave
leave the
door?
room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the
They
hallway.
opened it.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
Exactly. That's why it's not. There's no
But
special.
there's
about
no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
it. Yeah.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right?
There was another method, and and I think we're going back to rope again.
After locking it from outside in the hallway, how did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
Well, if you look at the corpses, at the blood stains, notice how the blood, like how on the leg the blood goes sideways, but on the chest it goes downward. So it makes me think that it was sitting upward.
Try it. Everything must be verified.
Sure.
So yeah, the door.
After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door.
But
assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master?
Yeah.
Don't tell me you still have no idea.
I mean, because you can't just throw it into the vent, because that would just... Like, there had to be...
Hold on, let me think this over. We should go back inside for now.
Can you lock it and then close it? It locks automatically.
What? Huh?
Looks like we're locked out.
Yeah, I want to do it.
Or, oh.
This is bad, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path.
Okay.
You can do it, can't you?
Yes, I'll try.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
I don't think it has to have been thrown in. Like,
That's right.
But-
The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door.
but it's not that simple.
And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here...
That's not quite... I mean,
It is that simple.
it's not
it
that simple.
stopped.
Because there's still one more piece missing.
But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
Right.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse.
Right, there's another piece.
I see. So this is the vital clue for this
We
locked
just need to
room.
find it.
I'm beginning to understand what happened here.
Oh, Lara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
You haven't?
Hey, quit being hard to
That's
get
exactly
and
what
tell
you
us.
said last time.
Or just me. You can
Yeah.
whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely
the
tossed
Death God.
inside.
Yeah.
But that... So... How did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in?
There's so...
Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key.
Yeah, the corpse was moved, but...
How do you move a body from outside a locked room?
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
Oh, here we go.
Give me a heads up first.
Yeah, please, just give me the...
It says, how was the corpse
Stop trying to
moved?
chop my head off, woman.
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Yeah, there was...
Huh?
Yeah, there was a...
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
It was spring.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true detective.
Got it.
Got it? You just want the
True
mystery
form
solved
of all
for you, huh?
detectives.
I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Huh? Ready for what?
Lay it all out, Master!
Oh, we're going through this now.
Oh boy, time.
Is that Errol?
Yes, that is a barrel.
Yep.
Where's Donkey Kong when you need him?
No clue. And we're at the beach. Donkey Kong Country? Oh, I know exactly what's about to happen. Well, not exactly, but I
Oh,
can
yeah.
hear them.
Okay, so we got the Shinigami puzzle now.
Try to solve it lickety-split!
So I'm pretty sure it has to do with the doll with the eyes.
Looking good.
Where marks were on the edge of the doll's eye socket. Right. Also, the bloodstains of the corpse also were an important part, I believe. Never mind.
Yeah.
Cobra used a string.
You can do it, Master!
It's a string.
Go, go, go!
S.
Wrong!
Oh, wait, that.
Nice!
I thought that was
D.
Nice!
Oh, that's the I.
Oh, this is bringing back memories of Hangman a little bit.
But it's I feel it's a lot better
Yeah, it doesn't look nearly as awful.
because it actually gives you hits.
Yeah, it helps.
Yay!
That's right. There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
Right. Right. Oh, sorry, I'm just checking something. You know what? I'm actually, yeah, I should. I'd be able to hear the sound, but
Okay.
unless you guys can already hear the sound, but
We cannot.
okay.
Nope.
All right.
You really think a tiny string could move a whole corpse?
There he is again! That rude and gloomy guy!
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
Yeah.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor. Which means the corpse was fixed in place. So how could the corpse be moved?
Oh, true. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move it.
Right.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
But.
Laura, you think so too?